welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. I hope that you're having an amazing year. I hope that, like everybody else, or like most of us, you're excited that 2020 is here. It's a new decade, it's a new year. So there's really a lot to be thankful for. And I waited for a few days before doing, our first video of the year, because I know that normally when the new year comes, there's just a lot of information that's flowing at you. But I was thinking, you know what, let's hold off a few days, and still in the first week of January, it's important for us to put things in perspective as leaders, as we move forward. Okay, so I remember when we were growing up back in Cameroon as kids, like everybody else, we were really excited about the new year. And we had this chant that we would always do, and that would be new year, new fashion, new year, new fashion. And what that really means, or what that signified, is new year, new ways. New year, new ways. So the fashion is not the clothes we are wearing or the shoes we are wearing, but actually the ways that the new year is, bringing upon us, or is allowing us to think about, what are we going to change, what's gonna, help us be better people in the new year. And that's really the excitement, the what's so exciting when a new year comes around. Okay, so many of us, or many people, make resolutions. Many of us are going to take the time to come up with goals. Many of us are actually going to think about what we need to achieve in the new year. And so I wanted us to talk a little bit about the importance of turning over a new page. And what, for me personally, what is so I think great about the new year is that it allows you to think about what happened the year before, all the good things, the things that didn't go so well, and to actually plan on what you, or to actually visualize what the new year is going to look like. So what are we going to change? What are we going to do better? What are we going to adjust? And also, there are also some things that we are just happy that are still in our lives, and we would like to, continue on with them. So it is important in the new year to actually think about turning over a new page. Okay, so, and to me, that's why this time of the year is so key as a leader. Okay, and what I mean by this is that even if you're going to set goals, even if you're going to come up with new year resolutions, which we know that by the end of January, or in a couple of months, most people would, have forgotten about those resolutions anyway. So, but how do you make sure that these resolutions, these goals that you're going to set up, that you're going to set up for the new year's year, are actually going to happen? How do you hold yourself accountable? And one of the ways to do that is to think about, what, I'm turning over a new page. So 2020 is actually a new page. So it's like turning over a new page that is blank, and being able to start afresh. Habits, let's talk about habits. Many of us are held back, not really because we don't have the goals, or we haven't made resolutions. Most of us are held back because of certain habits that we find difficult to change. So when the new year comes and you're thinking new year, new fashion, new year, new ways, your mind is already embracing the fact that there are certain things that you are going to change. And now, so when you turn over the new page and decide what you're going to change, you list them on that sheet of paper. Your mind has already accepted that that's a new you, and all these changes that you want to make will come true. You have the power to make those changes. And for example, it could be maybe maybe last year you were fond of waking up late. You would wake up at 10 o'clock, half of the morning is already gone, so you find yourself running late. Or maybe you had the habit of not following through on on projects. Maybe you were not making enough calls, maybe you were not closing enough deals, or maybe you had the habit of arguing too much, maybe you were not listening, maybe you don't actually um, um, you don't maybe you don't actually like to absorb new information, and so that holds you back. Okay, or it could be that you have the habit of staying in relationships that drain you, that are unhealthy, that are toxic. So now the new year, you're like, you know what, there are certain things that I need to change. I'm turning over this new page. I'm actually going to be the first to wake up in the morning. I'm going to make those calls. I'm going to close those deals. I'm going to follow through as a leader. On a personal level, I'm going to let go of these relationships that seem to be pulling me back. I'm going to let go of being the person that keeps trying in any relationship. I'm going to let go of anything that is toxic in my life. I'm this new person. I've turned over a new page. So you see, it is easier in the new year to turn over a new page and actually stick to it. And when you look at it that way, the goals that you set, the resolutions that you've made, all those things that you want to achieve in the new year will happen more easily. So I hope this makes sense to you. I wish you a very happy new year. And I encourage you to look at 2020 like a blank slate in which you're moving into a better you, a more successful you, and a more happy you. Happy New Year, and talk to you later. Always remember that I'm your number one fan. Bye.